Sindbad the Pearl Diver. Sindbad the sailor was home from the sea. He was eager to see his friend Minnie. Her father was a rich ship owner. Sindbad set off for Minnie's house. On the way, he met two strangers. "We want to talk to you," the men said. Sindbad wondered what the men wanted. "Come have lunch with us and we'll explain," said the men. So Sindbad did a very foolish thing. He went off with the strangers. The men took Sindbad to a restaurant. "Let's have something to eat here," said one of the men. "Waiter?" But the waiter did not bring food. He tied a napkin around Sindbad's face. Instead, Sindbad could not even cry for help. Something in the napkin made Sindbad fall asleep quickly. When the night came, the two strange men carried Sindbad onto the ship Minnie. The men took Sindbad below deck and left him there. Back on deck, the men laughed. "We have enough divers now. We have enough for what we need," said the captain of the ship. "We'll set sail in the morning." "All hands on deck," called the captain early the next day. "Heave ho!" The crew hauled on the ropes. Up went the sails, and the ship sailed out of the harbor. Minnie's father owned the ship Minnie, but Sindbad did not know that. Sindbad was still sleeping in the hold. One of the crew came to wake him up. "Time to start work," the man snarled. The other captives were in the hold too. The sailor ordered them all up on deck. "Hurry up," the man said to them. "Get ready for diving," the captain said. "Into the boats." Sindbad and another captive were put into a small boat with the sailor. The boat was lowered into the sea. Away they went over the waves. The sailor stopped rowing after a while. Nearby men were diving for oysters. "In you go," roared the sailor, "and make sure you come up with pearl oysters." So Sindbad took a deep breath and dived into the water. Sindbad swam down and down. He filled his net bag with oysters. He had to dive again and again. By sunset, the small boats were filled with oyster shells. Then the boats returned to the ship Minnie. The captain and his mate looked at the shells. "Not bad for beginners," sneered the captain. But there was still more work to be done that night. The captives had to look for pearls in the oyster shells. The pearls went into the mate's sack. Finally, the sun began to rise. Sindbad and the other prisoners went into the hold to get some sleep. Hello, Pearl. "We'll be rich men after this voyage," the captain said to his mate. "Let's tell the owner of the ship Minnie that a storm came up. We'll say we didn't find any pearls. We'll keep them all for us." Then they steered the ship Minnie towards the home port. Back at home, Sindbad's friend Minnie was worried. Sindbad's ship had arrived in port, but Sindbad had disappeared. Minnie's father was worried too. He had lost one ship at sea. His ship Minnie was late, and he owed money to many people. There was a loud knock at the door. "Maybe that's Sindbad," said Minnie. 3 men were at the door. Minnie's father owed them money. "We cannot wait forever," the men said to Minnie's father. "We must be paid now, or we will take your home from you." "But my home is all I have left," cried Minnie's father. Then the group heard, "Ship ahoy!" They all ran down to the harbor. The ship Minnie was coming into port. Minnie, her father, and the other men boarded the ship. The captives watched from the hold. So they're looking out those windows. There are those little windows. "Oops. Good news," asked Minnie's father. "We had bad luck," lied the captain. "We didn't find any pearl oysters, sir." "Oh, I am ruined," said the ship's owner. The captives had heard everything. Prisoners broke out of the hold and ran up on deck. "We'll tell you what really happened," Sindbad said to Minnie's father. The ship owner heard the true story. The captain and his mate were tied up and taken off the ship. "We know where the pearls are," Sindbad said to Minnie and her father. "Oh, I'm so glad you're safe," Minnie said. Sindbad handed the sack of pearls to its real owner. "You've saved my home, Sindbad," said Minnie's father. "At last I can pay my debts," the happy ship owner said. He gave the pearls to the men to whom he owed money. "You're a hero, Sindbad," Minnie said. Soon the ship Minnie was ready to sail again, and the new captain in command was Sindbad. That's Sindbad the sailor, Sindbad the pearl diver.